All right, my friends, I'm going to share with you a real live example of a bond quote and how bonds work. It's actually pretty simple once you understand it. This is my man from CA, California IA, sent this to us, an active contributor to the channel here, so much obliged to him. He didn't give me permission to say his name or not, or he did not give me permission, but I'm not going to. But anyway, he sent this to me yesterday. I said, man, can I use this? He gave me permission to use this for sure. Critical important for you to understand here. All right, so basically this bond is going to be a couple. Let's go through this. So the quantity is $10,000. That's the par value. That is what it will mature at, and that's what it was issued at. $10,000. You gave. Whoa, is that an eagle up there? Whoa, nuts! Thank goodness we don't have any wind turbines here because they killed that poor guy. I can't tell if that's an eagle. Oh man, it might be a hawk. Whoa, beautiful. Why, I hate wind turbines. But Josh, cats kill more birds than wind turbines. Well, aren't cats part of nature? Wind turbines are not. Anyway. All right, so we got quantity, $10,000. That's the issue. So California, in this case, is a California state various purpose. I don't know what RFDG stands for, or BE. OID means original issue discount. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But at the end of the day, they issued a bond for $10,000. It's going to mature March 1st, 2026 at $10,000. In the interim, they're going to pay 5% a year to whoever owns the bond. That's a $500 a year you're going to get from California State tax-free. All right, so you issue it at $10,000, it matures at $10,000, and you as a bondholder are going to get 5% a year. All right, so now that's a QSIP. So if you have like a Bloomberg terminal or something like that, you'd use that QSIP and type it into Bloomberg and give you everything you need to possibly know about it. And look, I don't have Bloomberg, and I imagine nowadays you don't even need a Bloomberg anymore. But if you have some access to a bond software that can examine the QSIPs, you're golden. I frankly don't. I mean, you can do that. I don't really care. But that's what the QSIP is. Essentially, it's a ticker for the bond. All right, so our friend bought this on November 12th, 2010. I'm not sure if that's the original issue. I think it probably was because his purchase price was right essentially at par. He bought it for a little bit of a discount. He bought it for $9,945 when it's going to mature at $10,000. So he will have a small capital gain, and I think that's amortized over the course of his of the holding period. But I can't remember exactly how that works. But he bought it at $9,945. It's going to mature at 100. That's how it works. Or it's truly 1,000 is what happens here. So you can look at your bond and say, I need $10,000 to buy this bond at initial issue date, and I will get $10,000 when I receive my money back when it matures. So it's 10,000, 10,000. That's why bonds are so easy to calculate return. I pay 10,000, I get 10,000. In the interim, I get 5% a year. All right. But let's keep going down. So when he bought it, he was getting 5.05 roughly, because he did have what's that, about a 5% discount to this purchase price, or 5% discount to the premium, the mature price. So he paid 99.5 roughly, which means his yield is 5.05, 5 basis points above the coupon amount because he bought it at a discount. I hope that makes sense. So he bought it for $99.45. It's going to mature at $10,000. That means he would have a small capital gain, but at the end of the day, he makes up for it by getting a higher yield, not a higher coupon. He will only get $500 a year. That's not changing, but he will get his yield. His yield would be 5% on his purchase price, which is actually 5.05. So our friendly California neighbor here is getting 5.05 on his bond because he bought it at a discount. Now watch this. If he were to buy that same bond today, he would pay $102.29. Now I don't know what the yield of that would be. It'd be pretty simple to figure out. 102 divided, I don't have my calculator, but anyway, that'd be less than 5%. So I'm actually surprised the market price is that low. I mean, for a 5% bond that's not going to mature for 7 more years, tax-free, I don't know the credit quality of California, but I'm surprised the market price is that low. I would have thought it would have been quite a bit higher. But anyway, if he were to sell it, that would be his capital gain, $283. He would owe $283 in taxes and capital gain. And I can't remember the exacts anymore and how the bond, how they do OID, and I just don't remember. But at the end of the day, he would owe a little bit of money, a capital gain. I presume would be long term, but again, don't hold me accountable to that. But if he were to sell this guy today, he would get $10,229 for a bond in which he paid $9,945. That is his capital gain. I hope that makes sense. Purchase amount $9,945, market value $10,229. So he would have a capital gain of $283. And in the interim, he made 5.05 on his value over the course of holding the bond. So for the last, we're going on 10 years now. Our friend has made 5% a year tax-free, or $500 a year tax-free. That's real money. But here's where everyone makes a mistake. They say, oh, man, I can sell that bond and pocket a little bit of a gain. Yeah, but what are you going to do with the money? You're going to put it into a 0% coupon bond? Literally 0% coupon that's issued at par? I mean, that's nuts. So, like I talked about yesterday, you can buy a 30-year German bond, zero coupon bond, and you're paying literally $100 for a bond that's going to mature at 130 years from now. You got to do something with these proceeds. So these proceeds of $10,029, if you sell the bond, you got to do something with it, and you're not getting 5% at $10,000. These things it doesn't work like that. So California is probably issuing bonds right now yielding 4.5% to 4% for another 15-year maturity. So basically, this bond that our friend bought, he got a smoking deal. No, he's getting 5% tax-free without question. And he paid a discount for it. To buy that same bond today, even though it only matures 7 years from now, you'd have to pay 2.29% premium to buy that same bond today. So California, who's the governor out there now? Old Gavin, he's out there saying, I'm going to issue these bonds. I'm either going to do one of two things. I'm going to issue them at 4%, and I'd still have the same buyer demand without question, or I'm going to stretch them out longer maturity. So, I mean, all the power is in the issuer today. It's not in the buyer. In 2008, 9, and 10, it was for the buyers. That's why our friend could buy this at basically a discount. He bought it at a discount. Those days are gone. Now, because the interest rates are so low, the issuers, at least if they have good credit quality or relatively good credit quality, you can say, I'm not going to pay you 5% for a 15-year bond anymore. I'll pay you 4%. Or I'll pay you 5% for a 30-year bond, but I'm not doing 5% for a 15-year. Anyway, this is pretty interesting to me. So again, we got the quantity, that's the par value, the maturity amount, and how much it was the cost of issuance. We got the description, it's a California municipal bond. Our coupon is 5%. The due date, the maturity date is 3/1/2026. The OID, what my men paid for it, $99.45. He bought it March 12th. Here's his purchase price. Here's his purchase amount. There's a current market price. If he were to sell that at that current market price, he'd have a gain of $283. It's not worth it because he still has to find something to do with the money. I hope this helps. Anyway, this is good stuff. Bonds, you got to know how bonds work before you just discount. I mean, I talk smack on bonds all the time, but they do have a value, but you just got to understand how they work. All right, we'll see you next time.